So it's week 8, and we are already at a point where we are learning how to draw perspective vignettes. And, if you think about it, you have all of the skills to do this. You know how to draw controlled lines, you know how to draw perspective, you know how to have a sense of proportion, and through this, trust yourself, you know how to do this. These are vignette sketches, and they are intended to be freehand. They are intended to be, well, sketchy, the idea that you're thinking through your design. And versus this guy, this is a drafted perspective, and it is basically done the same way as the vignette sketch, but it is drafted, and you're now tethered to your drafting table, your parallel rule, your straight edges, your scale, all those sorts of things. Whereas these are intended more as thinking through sketches, and you'll do a lot more of these than you will of the drafted version for sure. But what is key in doing these sketches is understanding the proportions and the dimensions that you're working with in order to create the perspective. So I've gone ahead and we're going to draw this design of a bedroom. So I've already done the plan and the elevations, and I've been very conscious of the size of the bed, which is 5 wide by 6 deep, along with 2 tables on either side, which are 2 units or 2 feet in diameter. Further to that, in this room, we have a window on the east wall. We'll call it the east wall. And it's 7 feet long, and it's 2 feet off of the wall. So these are really key dimensions. And as well, we also have heights that we're going to pay attention to, and then the heights of the window as well. So we've got all of those dimensions in there. And this is essential for starting off with your perspective. Now, I'm going to reiterate this. You know how to do this, and you can see underlying this, I have the grid. And in order to create a 12 by 11 space, I started off with a 12 by 12 square, and then I broke it down into increments so that when you break it down, what is really important is that you break it down into at least 2-foot increments so that it, when you need to, can be broken down into 1. So in doing that now, I'm going to show you how to create the perspective of this space by using a freehand grid method. And from there, what happens is we can elaborate that perspective to kind of play around with the design, which is totally fun and very, very empowering for sure.